Hello everyone, today we will do 9.6. So here modeling with trigonometric function. Here we will learn the word frequency. Frequency. Frequency is the reciprocal of the period. Okay. So whatever the period of the function have, you have to take its reciprocal. It will give you frequency of that function. So question is, a sound consisting of a single frequency is called a pure tone, and audiometer produces pure tone to test a person's auditory functions. An audiometer produces a pure tone with the frequency f of 2000 hertz cycles per second. So that means in 1 second it creates 2000 hertz that much cycles. The maximum pressure P produced from the pure tone is 2 millipascal. Write the graph as a sine model. You have to write something in a function of a sine. That give you pressure P as a function of the time. So you have to write P as a function of time, and function is a sine x function. Sine function. Okay. It is not x, it's t. It's t here. Okay. So frequency is provided 2000 hertz. So period will be 1 over the frequency, 1 over 2000. Okay. So period done. Period is done. Then it says the maximum. It has a 2 millipascal. There is a no shift is provided. So it's a shifted left or shift right. So 2 is the amplitude. So amplitude is 2. What will be the function? If period is 1 over 2000, and we know that period equals to 2 pi over b. I have to find the function y, it's a p. P is equal, don't mix this p with this. That is they are talking in a pressure, and this is the period. So capital P is equals to amplitude sine b of t. Let's find what is b. 2 pi over b. So it's a 1 over 2000 is equals to 2 pi over b. B is equals to 4000 pi. So your function will be pressure is equals to 2 sine 4000 pi t. This is the function. Okay. Alright. Next. Here we have to write the sinusoidal function. Sinusoidal mean it is either sine or cosine function. Maximum point is given, minimum point is given. Now try to find the midline where it will be divided into two half parts. So this 2, y equals to 2 is the midline. Y equals to 2 is the midline. You can see at 0 it is also starting at that point. So it's a sine function. So it's a sine function. What is the amplitude from the point 2 to the point 5? So the difference is 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. Amplitude is 3. Anything else? Period. Let's find the period now. Start here, go up, go down, and come back to this. Go up, go down, come back to this. So this is a pi. It covers up to 2 period, but I want a 1 period only. So 1 period is a half of pi, which is a pi by 2. We got the period is pi by 2. Period is pi by 2. How to find a b? period is equals to 2 pi over b. Period is pi by 2. It is a 2 pi over b. You can calculate b value. B is equals to 4. A is equals to 3. Anything else? No shift. Midline is 2. So function will be y equals to 3 sine 4 times x plus 2. This is the function. Y equals to 3 sine 4x plus 2. I directly calculate using the graph, but sometimes it's not clearly visible. How you will find that? In that case, you will find the midline k, which is equals to maximum value plus minimum value over 2. Maximum is a 5 plus minimum is negative 1 over 2. 4 by 2 is 2, so midline is 2. And how to find amplitude? The amplitude will be find its absolute A, which is equals to maximum minus minimum over 2. Maximum is a 5 minus minimum is a negative 1 over 2. So it's a 6 by 2, which is 3. So amplitude is 3. Because the function is starting from down to up, so it's a simple function. It's not a reflection. So it's a positive A. Done. This is the last function that we have to create it, and that is find out. Next, it says two people swing rope as shown in the diagram. The highest point of the middle of each rope is 75 inches above the ground. So the maximum value is 75 and the lowest point is 3 inches. Minimum is 3. The rope makes 2 revolutions per second. So frequency is given 2. So period will be 1 by 2. Write a model for a function of a height. So height in a function. So rope is at lowest point when t equals to 0. So it says that at t equals to 0, it will be at a lowest point. At t equals to 0, it will be at a lowest point. We just find how to find, we just write the formula how to find midline and amplitude because maximum and minimum values are there. So k is equals to 75 plus 3 by 2. 78 by 2. 78 by 2 is 2 3s are 6. 2 9s are 18. So 39. Midline is 39. I got y k value is 39. Now amplitude. Absolute of A. Maximum minus minimum over 2. It's 72 by 2. 2 3s are 6. 2 6 are 12. So 36 is a A. We got A value also, which is a 36. Period is 1 by 2 and the formula of the period is 2 pi over b. What is b? From this, b is equals to 4 pi. b is equals to 4 pi. Let's write the function. Height is equals to 36. This function you can see, it shows that at 0, it is at the lowest point. At 0, it gives you the minimum, not maximum. At 0, if it gives you maxima, it is a positive and that is a cos. At 0, it is a minimum, so it's a cos but negative. So it's negative 36 cos 4 pi t and that is 39. This is the height function we created. Okay. Next, here the table shows the number n of the hours of daylight Denver, Colorado on the fifth day of each month where t equals to 1 represents January. Write a model that gives you n as a function of t, interpret the period of its graph. So its values are given. We have to find an approximate function, sinusoidal function. It may be sine or cosine. So we will use graphing calculator in this case. Let's see. Look into this. I plot the points here. X values are there, Y values are there. I write it. These are the 12 values here. Then I write a function y is equals to a sine bx plus c plus d. And I will get values of a, b, c and d. Look into this. These are the values of a, b, c and d. Okay. This was a function and this is the values of a, b, c. Here they are considering x as a t and y as a n. We can replace y as a n, x as a t. Done. So now substitute. Your function n is equals to 2.76. I'm round up to 2 decimal place. Sine 0.51 t plus, it is a minus, 1.6 plus 12.13. This is the function we use using the regression. Because this is not an actual function, it's not a complete function, you are taking any regression. Okay, so we are done up to this. This was 9.6 modeling with trigonometric function, where we learn what is the frequency, how the frequency and the period is related, then how to find a function. Maxima and minima values are related in the midline and they are also related to the amplitude. I hope you understand. Thanks for watching.